All right, guys, we're back. So there's been a little bit of a hiatus from us, but life got busy, just holiday season, everything just... Anyway, we're back now. So we have time to actually do things. And the first thing that we wanted to do, because this has been like a year in the making, was get a little bit of a build series going. And I couldn't think of anything else to build, which we'll show you guys later. But I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of a Home Depot. Not that we're sponsored by anything. There are other hardware stores available. And I have to pick up some supplies at the Home Depot to build said thing. Yeah, so I just got to run in there quick. I just want to give you guys a quick little intro / heads up on what the plan is for the video. And it'll probably be a 1/2 part video. Like, this will probably be part 1. There'll probably be a part 2, just based on the fact that it's a lot to try to cram into a video, and then it would be... nobody would sit there for 45 minutes and watch us build something, right? So we're gonna break it up, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick intro, tell you what we're about to do, and hopefully it ends up great. I think it will. Okay, so Home Depot wasn't necessarily an entire bust. Like, I got my sanding discs, so that's something, but they didn't have the tape that I needed. So I had to quickly do a rip tear down to KMS Tools, where I know they have the tape, because they were sold out at Home Depot. I thought I could get everything in one shot, but oh well. So we'll hit up KMS, and then we'll get going on the highway, and then we got quite the drive, and then hopefully we can get her all figured out by either this weekend or next. Okay, so we got the tape, the blades, the sanders and the cutters and everything are already up there, so I just needed to grab these. And you guys have no idea how much self-control it took me walking through that Milwaukee aisle 3 times looking for the tape to go, not buy another impact gun or a set of sockets. But unfortunately, I did buy a Milwaukee product. Bought Sharpies. I'm ashamed of myself. Can't walk into a tool store and just not buy Milwaukee. I see it and I'm like, ooh, shiny, and grab it. And then it just doesn't matter if it's an impact gun, Sharpies, sockets, screwdrivers, pry bars. I can't go into a tool store and not buy Milwaukee. It just gravitates me towards that aisle, even if I'm not supposed to go there for that. But I mean, I bought Sharpies rather than like the 1-inch tire gun that they sell, because sometimes, you know, bolts are stuck, so you get the great big 2-hander. But oh well, time to hit the road. Hopefully we can get there before it's dark, because I don't really want to drive the highways in the winter time when it's dark. But oh well, it is what it is. All right, well, we made it after a couple hours, but we just got to do a quick rip tear down to Toyota, because we need some extra parts here and just some little things here and there, but that's really not that big of a deal. So we got to go there, and then hopefully we'll be out of here and we can get going. Okay, so now that we're back from Toyota here, we can step into the cave. We just had to pick up some coolant and a thermostat, but Toyota has, or not thermostat, sorry, a rad cap, but Toyota, or local Toyota, has no stock on any rad cap, so that was a bit of a bust. Putting a turbo on the truck here, so the whole intake and cooling system is still ripped apart. And there's if we go under here, you'll also notice there's no oil. Oh my god, it's a bit sludgy. There's no oil pan on the truck, so just a matter of time, and then this one rolls out, and then mine rolls in, and then we can get rocking and rolling. So, like I was talking about, oh, it's a little chilly in here, but that was the original complaint. That's why he ripped everything apart. So he's just cleaning up everything. Oh, here, wear gloves. Oh, gloves, that might help.
Not these ones.
Not those ones, just these ones.
Those are what.
That is. So you said the intake was completely clean. It was just.
Yeah, it's just the soot from the combustion, really. So it's just whatever gets scrubbed through the rings.
Huh.
Gets collected in the oil and
Yeah. Wow.
actually now that I'm wiping this off, it's really not as bad as it looks.
Pass me that. Oh, that's just
Gross,
yeah,
right?
that's just yummy. Diesels, am I right?
Hey, make awesome power for the fuel efficiency.
This is very true. But at the same time, how much power do you make?
Before the turbo, 90 horsepower, maybe.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Modest, I like it.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of saying what it's rated at. Because, I mean, this 30-year-old diesel has done me really, really well. I've had to do very little to it.
You just put a turbo on it.
Yeah, well, now it's because I put bigger tires on it and didn't like them.
So the next best thing was turbo.
Yeah, well, you know. When your truck is suffocating, you give it more air.
Yep.
That is why it's so sooty, too. I'm doing it a favor by doing this, really. Get rid of the soot. Get rid of the sludge. Enjoy.
Ugh. Awesome.
So it's day 2. We wrapped things up a little early last night because we were both just exhausted, and we got the Hilux running. But I have a little friend under here. Just came to say hi. Which, I mean, I don't care. It's kind of cold under here anyway with all the snow and shit. So I'm gonna have a little apprentice helping me out.
Okay, so we got okay, so we got the pods unplugged, we got the trailer harness unplugged, we got the marker lights unplugged, so all we gotta do is just unbolt the hitch and unbolt the bumper, and it's gonna be pretty obvious what we're about to build here, but yeah, hopefully that bumper flies off and then we can start taking the Sawzall to bed. So we've got the hitch and the bumper off, which was being a pain in the ass. But now we got fancy schmancy laser levels out. It's a little cold, but whatever. Not level yet, but it's gonna be. That's gonna make life so much easier. Because then we don't have to guess. This just eliminates the guesswork.
I'm just using the laser just to reference a couple points.
So now that we're in the process of actually measuring and cutting, we got to figure out where I'm going to put the spindles, which these are the TMR tire carrier spindles. It's a 2301s. I didn't realize how skookum they were until after I bought them. I'm like, oh, they look pretty beefy, and then I got them and I'm like, holy. So we're just currently figuring out if we want to put it here and block the backup light or try sticking it out a little bit like here.
I've already decided it's sticking out.
Okay, we're sticking out.
Done. That's how it's going.
Okay, listening to the fabricator. Sticking out, sticking out. Makes his life easy, make my life easy.
Okay, so
We're also doing things a little bit old school here because we're using oxyacetylene to cut rather than a plasma cutter, but
I don't have it yet.
hey, if it works, it works. So another thing with TMR Customs, made in Canada, so as a Canadian I like that, but like look at this, like that is beefy. I am never gonna have to worry about burning through bearings with this application because these guys are rated allegedly for a 40-inch tall tire, and I'm only going with a 35, so if I blow them up I'll honestly be astonished, but very, very impressed so far. So a little bit of a status update. We have couple of the main plates fully prepped, ready to go. We're just drilling holes for the bolts, but we ran out of daylight, so we have a little bit of a concoction going on of a snap-on light, a Makita drill light, and a headlamp.
Work fine. Work fine. I just don't have it on right now.
Well, and the work lamp, but this is by no means orthodox.
Well,
but
welcome to working in the north.
yeah, well, that's what happens when you work in the Caribou. You run out of daylight at 2. But oh well, we're making her work. We'll get her done. So a little bit of redneck engineering, obviously, but we're making it work. It's I mean, we're doing it outside with a headlamp, so I don't want people going, oh, you just got a shop to do it. No, I was out in the cold making it by hand with a headlight. There you go. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Oh, boy. Making progress. That's for sure. Come on. Come on.
Oh, there goes the drill bit.
Oh, yep, there it goes. Did it break off in the... Yeah.
It kind of did. It kind of shattered
did.
Everywhere. All right, well.
Ah, shit. Okay, well, we'll just get the problem solver out again. There, look at that. Yeah. It's the last one, too. All right, guys, it's day 2 on a very...
We've gone over this. 2.
Yeah, it's 2. Very brisk Caribou morning. I mean, it's only 0, but it's a lot better than last night with freezing rain. But
it's 0, but it's humid, so it's cold enough.
Yeah, not particularly warm, but once we get the torch out, we start moving around, I think we're going to warm up just fine. Is your wrench frozen?
Yes.
Yes. Alrighty, let's see how far we can get today, and hopefully she's mostly done. There we go.
Scooch.
Good enough.
They look license plate.
Okay, so status update. We are at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we have progress. I mean, we just self-tapered the license plate on as per usual because we had to go make a run down into town really quick because we had to bend another plate and we had to pick up some other things here and there. But we put the plate on and drove past a cop, and DOT didn't seem to care, but I was driving downtown, and I'm like, I sure hope I don't get pulled over. I mean, it's technically legal, but questionably legal is where we're at right now. So we are currently, let me just put my coffee down. So we are here, right? So we just have to go plate, or a plate here, another one here, another one here. And then here, we're gonna come out to the sides, and then that guy, that spindle is gonna sit right about here. Well, actually, it's gonna be right about, actually, here, let me just, this will make life easier. It'll be right about, there's where she's gonna live. So, just off to the taillight a little bit, but enough that it should be okay. Yeah, so we should get this all at least jigged and tacked up by the end of today. And then we will go on to, once it's all tacked up on the truck, then we're gonna have to like actually fill in all the welds, grind down the welds, prep the paint, and then paint it. Or sorry, not prep the paint, prep to paint. And then paint it, slap her back on, and then go from there. But right now we're just doing some prep in regards to, don't slip on the ice again, just doing some prep. There's just wires everywhere, don't worry about that, of these little side plates. And we're still freehanding it because, well, why not? So just cutting plates, grinding, or cutting, prepping, and then going over the truck and tacking them on where they need to be.